Welcome to Attleboro Update. With great local man in need of a kidney receives the gift of life, festivities for the Big Read are in full swing, and partner organization Triborough Youth Theater showed that Attleboro.
Welcome to Attleboro Update, where you can get the latest in what's going on in the Attleboro community. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, AACS.com, by downloading the AACS mobile app, or if you have a Roku, you can search for the AACS Roku channel. The City of Attleboro Municipal Council recently unanimously passed an ordinance banning the sale of dogs, cats, guinea pigs, and rabbits in pet stores. Attleboro City Councilors Laura Dolan and Kathleen DeSimone spoke to us about the ordinance.
My name is Laura Dolan. I represent Ward 5 for the Attleboro Municipal Council. Recently, we passed an ordinance in the city locally for there to be no sales of cats, dogs, rabbits, guinea pigs at local pet shops. A lot of people will adopt a pet because they're super cute and, you understand why someone sees this pet and wants it. But with COVID happening, a lot of animals are being returned to shelters because people are going back to work, and you can missex an animal like a guinea pig or a bunny, and then they procreate, and some people just get in over their head. They don't know the care that it is required. You think a small animal, it's not that much care, but there is a lot of care. There's numerous guinea pigs now at shelters, so there was several people from the Attleboro Animal Shelter that came in support of it. I recently adopted a purebred mini Aussie that was returned to a shelter after being purchased. During our public hearing, I don't think there was anybody that spoke against this ordinance. And as most of us know, the mayor is an animal lover. We had a few speakers that were telling us what cities and towns have passed this, which numerous in Massachusetts have. And we don't have a lot of pet shops in Attleboro that actually sell these animals. It really only affects Petco, which is the one in our city limits. I am not aware of any comments from Petco at all. I'd like to see it go further. I'd like to see, because they still sell ferrets and birds and reptiles, and it's the right thing to do. Hopefully it'll prevent backyard breeders or sickly animals being sold and returned to shelters.
My name is Kathleen DeSimone. I am an at-large member of the Attleboro Municipal Council, and I am chair of the Ordinances Committee. And the Humane Pet Store Ordinance came to the council from the mayor, which I think it came to him from the MSPCA as part of their initiative to get similar ordinances and bylaws passed in the Commonwealth. For the most part, there's a lot of dogs waiting at shelters to be adopted. I know the dog that we have is a rescue from down south. She came up on I think they call it the puppy train or something. So people can go to shelters and rescue dogs. You could still go to breeders if you wanted to get like a purebred from a reputable breeder. In terms of limiting or prohibiting or penalizing people who are doing illegal breeding, that's a state issue, maybe even a federal issue as it pertains to some exotic animals. There's a $300 fine. And the only change to Petco in Attleboro, which is one of 2 pet stores in the city, is that they can't sell guinea pigs. They stopped selling cats and dogs a long time ago. Several years ago, they stopped selling rabbits. I expected a little pushback from people who maybe have the mindset like, I don't like any ban. But this was unanimous, which I found interesting, and I think it really speaks to the love of animals, which cuts across all demographic, political, and other lines.
The office of Congressman Jake Auchincloss recently hosted an affordable housing forum with HUD New England Administrator Juana Matias at Bristol Community College. She spoke to us about the event.
Juana Matias, Regional Administrator for HUD New England. I oversee our 6 New England states and all of our programs, and really honored to be here today and thankful to Congressman Auchincloss for convening today's forum. This forum is so important because we have a housing need across this country, in this region. I met with Congressman Auchincloss a couple of months back, and he said, how do we put together a discussion that allows our local, state, nonprofit, private sector partners to come together and really understand the federal, state, and local resources that are available to leverage housing production. And so today, we hope people left inspired with best practices and understanding of the resources that exist in the affordable housing ecosystem to be able to leverage and meet the need. People are struggling due to high rent, a tight market, and this is a response to try to make sure people have resources available to them. We had a robust team of partners here today. You had the federal government across our different program heads. You had the state, Mass Housing. You had our nonprofit partner, CHAPA, and also our nonprofit developer, Two Life Communities. I mean, you had the full group of players that can really make affordable housing happen, and you heard from them the different ways that they're trying to play a part in our state to really move the needle on affordable housing production, whether it be zoning reform and talking with mayors and local leaders on how they need to change their zoning and to make it more inclusive, whether it's Mass Dreams program for mass housing that's allowing certain people to meet certain income brackets to become homeowners, or whether it's Two Life Communities that's actually leverage federal, state, local dollars to actually build affordable housing for our elderly population. Well, I think that people do care. I think we heard from some residents who are struggling to find housing. We heard from people who are in the field of the calls they're getting every day in terms of how our housing crisis is impacting families. And the way you care and you show you care is by holding your elected officials, both locally at the state level and at the federal level, accountable. There is a housing need, not just in the 4th District, but across this country. And we need our elected officials and partners to be responsive to really ensure that we're able to maintain the workforce that we have and that we're able to provide people safe and stable housing. We know that is foundational to someone's health and ability to move ahead.
The Attleboro Area Council for Children has launched their annual Christmas is for Kids gift drive. The program helps to make sure that families in need have gifts for their children. We spoke with Chairperson Kelly Fox to get an update on the program.
Hi, my name is Kelly Fox, and I'm the chairperson of Christmas is for Kids. We're here at the drop-off center, and the phones are ringing, which is great because we have over 700 children already who've submitted wish lists to us for Christmas year 2022. So we started to match up children's wish lists with donors. We have several hundred children that have not yet been matched up. So I'm really hoping that we have lots of people calling in to match up to children. So whatever you might like to be able to do, the phone number here is 508-226-0911, like help, 0911. We take care of children from newborn through high school. We've got lots of volunteers that are waiting to be able to make those matches and be able to get these bags ready for the children and the parents to pick up and the social workers to pick up. Really, Christmas is for Kids never ends. It's become a 12-month-a-year project for us. So for volunteers, they may be helping us get the inventory organized if there's anything left over after the program is done. So over the course of the year, we've got organizing. We may be looking for special sales. So in January, February, when the great sales are happening on winter clothes, we may take some money that would be left over after we're done and start to do some of these really great shopping. So we've got maybe some coats or socks or winter boots ready to go. Also, over the course of the year, in the winter, we may get a phone call from a social worker or school department telling us that there's a new family in town. And so it's always great if we've got something that we can take off of the shelf and make sure that we've got a little one that stays warm and dry. My understanding of the origins of Christmas is for Kids is that when Dave Kane was very young, maybe 8 or 9 years old, he remembers that Christmas was very sparse at his house. And so we always hoped that there would be someone that might knock on the door and say, Mrs. Kane, it's okay, we're here to help. Maybe pay a bill or bring really great Christmas gifts or warm clothes to the children in the household. And so when Dave became an adult, this came back to him, that there are other children, now that he was successful as a radio producer and announcer and personality, that maybe he could start to bring that dream to reality for some other children that were struggling in the area. And so this is really what's happened. We're 40 years of Christmases for Kids this year, which is very exciting. And 29 for me and my family, so I feel like we'll never quite catch up to Dave. But if someone would like to donate, you can go on to an Unlikely Story website. We have a wish list for books on Amazon. Use Amazon Smile. So that more money comes to your favorite nonprofit, but also we've got a wish list out there. Happy to have you choose some things from there. It will go, there's a shipping address, so that will get delivered, and those items are chosen based on what we need. so they're not random. And also call, again, 508-226-0911. That's our donor line. We're here Monday through Friday, beginning the Monday after Thanksgiving from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. And we'd love to have everything in here by December 8th or 9th. I'm sure we'll have some stragglers that will go a little bit later, but that's okay. And we'll have probably 150 volunteers that normally walk through the doors or help out one way or another. And it's so important for children to still be able to have some of that magic.
La Salette's famous Christmas Festival of Lights display is set to kick off on Thanksgiving. Father Flavio Gillo spoke to us about this year's theme and the many festival events.
Hi, my name is Father Flavio Giglio. I am the director of the National Shrine of Our Lady of La Salette here in Attleboro. And I'm very happy and glad to officially introduce you to our 2022 Christmas Festival of Lights, whose theme this year is going to be Christ the Living Light. During this Christmas there are going to be multiple events going on for adults and for children. For example, for adults, you are very welcome to attend Father Pet concert that are going to be held at the Shrine Church every Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 3 o'clock or at 7 o'clock. And then for children, actually, we are going to have for the first time 2 story times in 2 different dates. The first one on December 3rd inside the Welcome Center, and the second one on December 17, always inside the Welcome Center. Both stories, of course, they are going to be related with Christmas, with the Christmas season, and our authors will be more than happy to interact with all the children who are going to attend these 2 events. And then especially this year there is something very peculiar that has never been before, and that is the new Crash Museum actually during the summer, thanks to a very generous volunteer, Licia Crespo, and one of our members of the community, Father Bernie. They have been working tirelessly to completely renew the Crash Museum, giving them a new outlook and also improving a lot, I think. And I'm sure that once you've seen it, you will agree with me, improving also the visitor experience. Hopefully, this new Crash Museum will also help all of us to remember what is really essential about Christmas. And then, of course, we are going to have other events that have been really part of the Christmas festival traditionally since many years, such as the carousel and different rides for both adults and children. We too, mimicking the theme of this year, we are coming out a kind of darkness of this big pandemic, COVID-19, and so we are starting to see right now the light. And that's also one of the reasons why we have chosen as theme for this year, Christ the Living Light. And as per tradition, this year too, our 2022 Christmas Festival of Light is going officially to be open to the public on Thanksgiving afternoon, that is November 24th. And it will run all through the rest of November and all through the month of December until January 1st. The Festival of Lights is open every day, Monday to Sunday, from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And the entrance, of course, as in the past, is free. There is no entrance fees and no tickets. All are welcome. And for further information, you can visit our website at www.lasaletteattleboroShrine.org. On behalf of all our La Salette community, fathers and brothers and sisters, I want to wish you a blessed Thanksgiving, and we really all look forward to welcome you, hoping that you will have a very enjoyable experience during your visit at our 2022 Christmas Festival of Lights, Christ the Living Light.
If you stop by Capron Park Zoo, you may notice that there's some construction near the front entrance. This is part of a series of renovations that the zoo is undergoing. We spoke with the zoo director to learn more.
Hi, I'm Lou Stevens, zoo director here at Capron Park Zoo. Just wanted to chat a little bit about what's going on here at the zoo. Most obvious of our projects is a new entranceway that's being built. Matter of fact, Rob and Lino, our operations folks, are out there working on it right now, but that's going to bring people in just beyond the existing pavilion. 2 new emission booths are in. The columns from the original gateway into the park have been placed, and basically it will involve an entranceway into the zoo and a new path completely around the pond, connecting with the boardwalk. So visitors will actually be able to cross the boardwalk and continue on their adventures in the zoo. The project has involved Highway Department, the Parks and Forestry Department, to basically get the original new path going down to the new gates. It's probably going to be in the spring that we have the official ribbon cutting ceremony. There's still a bit of prep work to do. This is probably the largest project that we've had since I've been here 4 years. In addition to the entranceway, we're also starting a master plan process for the zoo. We have selected BIA Studios from Boston to be the architectural firm on that project. It's just started getting underway with the basic research needed as far as condition of existing buildings, some new exhibits down the road in the future, and also visitor amenities to help make the experience even better here at the zoo.
Hi, I'm Brenda Young. I'm the Assistant Director here at Capron Park Zoo. And our new work and projects we're working on, like Lou mentioned, our admissions area and new path around the pond. Also following that, we planned to add a new aviary next to our current otter building, as well as expand our current otter exhibit, which will be great, give them some more room and more places to play. We're also hoping to create an ADA accessible entrance to our red panda exhibit so that when we reinstate our behind the scenes zoo animal encounters, we'll be able to provide those for anyone and everyone. The funding for these projects has come from various sources. We've gotten support from the city itself, as well as the park department, our funding, as well as grants we've received from the state. The zoo has been very fortunate. Our visitors have supported us over the years and continue to, and that has allowed us to be able to grow the zoo. So next time you're in the area, come visit Capron Park Zoo. We're at 201 County Street in Attleboro, Mass. Our website is www.capronparkzoo.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well.
The Attleboro High School Athletics Department has selected their 2 Student Athletes of the Month for October. We spoke with the athletes.
Hi, I'm Natalie Brojek, and I was selected for Student Athlete of the Month for October. We've had probably the best of seasons we've had in so many years. Honestly, the best one we've had. We've been winning an insane amount of games. But not only that, we've just been bonding together really well in terms of team chemistry. I think we've been doing incredible on the court, talking to each other, fixing our problems. Whenever problems arise, we just find a good way to talk it out and as a team, fix what we need to fix. I definitely think that our winning streak and our passion for volleyball has definitely increased the amount of people that come to watch, but it's definitely been so motivating having a student section and people to support us. It definitely motivates us to do a lot better and definitely helps us win more games. I started playing volleyball in 8th grade. I started playing club, and I really was a beginner, and I felt like everyone around me was pretty experienced. But I quickly worked by myself. I think most of the journey was by myself until I made some more selective and competitive club teams, and I think that's what really helped me become the player that I am today. I've had some great coaches along the way, including Rooney. I could not thank Rooney enough. She's helped me so much with my leadership on the court, just becoming a good athlete and a good captain and a good leader, and I think that's what got me to where I am today.
And there it is! Natalie Brojek with her 18 assists of the game, 1,000th of her career. And she did not know the numbers were coming. The student body holding up the 1,000 placards.
1,000 assists, definitely probably one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever gotten in my entire life. I'm really proud of it, especially getting it as a junior. I think it's never something I thought I would get. I didn't really envision it. It was kind of a surprise, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought I was gonna get it a couple games down the road. I didn't know I was gonna get it, but I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for my teammates. They've helped me so much, and I just know I wouldn't have been able to get it without the rest of my team, so I just have them to thank for that. We do have pressure from the rest of the school to perform well, especially having a student section. I definitely feel it myself. I feel really determined to win. I think we can make it really, really far in the playoffs. We just need to have that chemistry and work together to get there. But I know we can do it as long as we just stick to what we've been doing all season, and I think it's very achievable for us. It's a great honor to be playing on this team and going so far.
Hi, I'm Esvin Morales, and I've been selected as Student Athlete of the Month. The journey's been great, to be honest. We've had not really downs, we had more ups this season. We've lost a couple, but we turned it up, and we have our records 11-4-3, I think. And yeah, we're playing really good soccer right now. It starts with our defense, to our midfield, to our forwards, and we've been solid in every position, so yeah, we've been pretty good.
Morales, a long bomb, saved by Connor, but it goes free. Tapped home for a goal. Morales will get the assist. Lucas Marks with the goal.
During the summer, we have Camp Manitou, and that's where we basically get really close and get prepared for the season. It helps us build really good chemistry with everyone on and off the field, and like at camp, it helps us mostly off the field, I would say, because we just get really close. We have like a bunk. We're all together in the cabin, and we just have fun. And then when it comes to doing what we're supposed to do at camp, we get right to it, and we just do what we're supposed to and have fun. Milestones, I'd say probably the Leach and Gardner Cup. We lost it last year, so it feels really good coming back and winning it this year. And it's my last year too, so it felt really good winning it this year. Individual accomplishments, I've been named an All-Star for the Hawkmock League. I lead the team in assists, and yeah. Future for me, I want to play soccer in college still. I'm planning to go into college, just don't know what college yet, but I've been looking. When I found out I was Student Athlete of the Month, I felt excited because, I mean, it's an honor to be it, so yeah, I was literally just happy and kept telling everyone.
That's all for this week's edition of Attleboro Update. From everyone here at AACS, thank you for watching.